Avadim hayinu leparo b'Mitzrayim. It is interesting to note that in the Torah, when the Torah refers to the servants, the courtiers, the slaves of Paro, avadim of Paro, the Torah rather uses the language avde Paro rather than avadim liparo. What is the distinction between avadim liparo, as we say in the Haggadah, versus how the Torah records avde Paro? And the difference, of course, is, as Rav Soloveitchik points out, Avdei Paro means that they are wholly owned subsidiaries of Paro. They have no identity unto themselves. Avodim liparo means that we are physically restrained by Paro, but yet we retain our own identity. And in Mitzrayim, as much as the Jewish people were oppressed, they still retained some measure of identity. They retained their language, their names, their clothing. There was some measure of self-identity. The question that we have to ask ourselves is, are we avdei paro in the society in which we live? Are we wholly owned by the culture in which we live, having lost our identity? Or are we avodim lit paro? We live in a world in which we are influenced by the outside world, but we are not defined by it. That question was a question for the Jews in Mitzrayim, and it's a question for us today.